dahil sa makamundong kasakiman. Paano po ba iingatan ng kaiwagaan kung ang kapaligiran na ang kalaban? Paano ba hihigitan pa ang dulo ng kabutihan? At paano ba wawakasan ng isang bagay na hindi naman nagawang simulan? Ano bang pakiramdam?
This feels like a fantasy.
It's gonna be a movie.
Mythology.
Wow, look at this. That sound goes with this very well.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds so good.
That's so deep. This looks like a movie. That sounds good. Look at that.
Look at his eyes. His eyes were black. Ooh.
Look at them go.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
He became stone.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
This was
Oh my
a
God.
movie
Yeah.
with so much, with the lyrics, the vocals, the visuals. Like, this was so good. Wow.
I feel like the overall a lesson was about gluttony and wanting and craving more power, more gold, more riches.
There was a lot of gold and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even their facial expressions went with that too, and the way that they would like sing in the dance, the powerfulness of that, of wanting
Yes.
that power more and more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stell was looking at himself in the mirror, right? The look on himself in the mirror, it seemed like there was a part of him that was
Different
locked
things.
away, or there was like a different version of himself locked away. And it was this like gooder, a better version. And then
Yeah, 'cause
he
it
was
black
that
and white.
bad. Yeah. When the camera pans over to him, his eyes are like black, dark. There's no like white around the irises. Like this is just black.
Yeah, and then for some other people too, they had that same eyes.
Yes, some of like the citizens or like the civilians that were behind the gates, some of their looks were like dark, and I don't know if like those eyes gave a way of like wanting more and craving more riches and power. I wonder if it had something to do with like forbidden fruit, because it was the tree. In one of the lyrics it says the fruit of dreams. I love their lyrics.
Yeah, the lyrics, they were very powerful.
Yeah.
There's like so much in the lyrics.
The way that one of them, he says, even at worst, I will not falter. There was a lot of those. And then there was the never-ending desire. My favorite like lyrics was keep throwing your 2 cents, I'm all ears with 2 hands. Don't challenge me. Go on, be the tough one. I'll burn you down. That whole section was so good.
Yeah, their vocals were so good. Every single one of them. Every time, but this song was really good too. Whenever Josh started it, it was like, this is gonna be a strong song.
And then as Ken followed, walking up the stairs, I was like, oh my goodness. Again, fell for his voice one more time. I don't know. I don't know how many times you can fall for a voice.
Every
I keep
time.
doing it every single time. It's the way that his ending, they're like stand in your ear, like they keep like ringing, kind of like that's the sound that he ends with. It's like this aggression, but it keeps ringing in your ear, kind of thing. It sounds very cool.
His voice lingers.
It lingers, yes.
Still, when he would do the high notes, like whenever he said never-ending desire, wow.
Yeah. Stell, like he was whispering to a like civilian, and her eyes went from normal to like black. It was almost like he was whispering like, you can have this, like you want this. Like he was like whispering these like negative feelings and negative emotions, and she was really like taking it in, and her face really turned in that moment.
Yeah, Pablo's voice too. Like it was strong in a section. It was like, wow. Justin still has that powerfulness in his voice, but it's still soft in some of it. It was good. Throughout the whole song, the visuals, the acting, the vocals, like you can see the greed and the wanting power.
Yes.
You could just visually see it and hear it.
The fact that it was like not even like bright. There was like a darkness, but you could still see.
Dark. Yeah. There was a lot of like dark browns and blacks and kind of like a gold color.
Yeah. I like the way that towards like the middle ending, they started to like go all together. They were like, why has it come to this? Like all together, the
like a
voices.
chant.
Yes, it sounded like a chant. It was so good.
I really liked the dance too. That was so good. Wow.
Yes.
Even the lyrics would say like temptation. Like
Temptation.
tempting to get more power, like tempting to be greater. And they would say, how does it feel? And it probably makes all the civilians like say, how does it feel? Like to have that power.
Yeah. Towards the ending, there was like if this is the end, where did it all begin? And that tone right there was so good.
The logo at the end looked cool too. The name of the song.
Yeah.
It matched very well with the scene.
Yep. I also loved like the whole outfits. They gave very like old age style, and like the part of them that was evil. They had this very like different, like very
fancy and like
yes, very fancy, kind of like a very like warrior, like Greek god kind of like outfit versus like the civilians who they were like in rags.
You could just tell the difference in power, like who's higher, who's lower.
Yeah.
Music video showed it all. Like wow.
Yeah, and then the ending, the way that's why I think like maybe there was 2 versions of themselves, because towards the end when they became statues, they didn't have the god kind of like warrior outfits. It was a cloth over themselves, and it was very like simple. Their eyes were normal, their like facial expressions, their hair, everything seemed more civilian versus the other evil.
And who knows if this is a before or after, or this much greed got you to become that. Like you were high up, then you became low, or you were low, or you were up.
That's true. Maybe it's in reverse.
Like what?
That is so true. Maybe the ending is what they did to get power, and the beginning could be what they became. Or who knows?
There's so much to this.